ridiculously low, but at the time I was super proud of that. I'm now 36. If you Google my net worth, it comes up at 350 million, and that's certainly very low.
Right now, what is your net worth?
It's a lot more than what they say it is on Google at 350 million.
I'm
the most influential person on the planet.
So 350 million is
low. But let's talk about this, right? Because net worth in and of itself is bullshit. Because how do you quantify net worth? It's nearly impossible.
It's a valuation, right?
It's a valuation, and the valuations are all skewed. I am certainly worth more than $1 billion. I can tell you why. One, for the things I own, which I'm not going to say here on camera, right?
Yeah.
Which is a bunch of it. Two, for the companies I have and the amount of money they generate. Once again, I won't say on camera because nobody would believe me even if I told them. But third, what were we saying earlier in this podcast? We were talking about how the most important thing on the planet is power, not money. It's influence. I'm the most influential person on the planet amongst the number one demographic that the Matrix wants control over, which is military-age males. I can talk and people will listen. I'm the most Googled name on the planet. I could take a perfume and sell $1 billion of perfume in a month. If I wanted to sell my soul, which I've never done because I've never sold trash to anybody. I've never sold a crypto pump and dump like everybody else has. I've never sold any shit to nobody. Yeah. All I sell is my university because it's fantastic and I can stick by it and it has 5-star reviews all over Google. So I don't sell shit to anybody, but I could pump a crypto coin to billions of dollars. I could do anything for any brand. And the number of brands who have come to me trying to make me align with them, and I've said no because I don't truly believe in it. I'm the kind of person who can't be bought. You cannot buy my soul. If I don't truly believe, I won't sell it to anybody. I am 100% with the amount of influence I have. And how do you quantify influence from a net worth perspective? How do you take the most Googled man in the world who has the most influence on the planet? How do you put that into dollars? It's difficult.
I'd say how much money you're making now, potential 10x it approximately.
Bro, I'm a billionaire.
You're a billionaire.
100%.
Talking about crypto, would you ever make your own crypto coin?
I love crypto, right? It's great. Bitcoin, ETH, go transact across country borders, blah, blah. It's fantastic. I've made some money on a pump. Everyone loves a pump. The problem with crypto is that it's player versus player.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't understand this about crypto. And it's actually very funny because when people launch these crypto coins, they get these Telegram groups and they get these communities. And you go into community and everyone in the community is like, yeah, we're all going to make it together. Da, da, da. And I look at these communities, I'm like, no. Those are your competitors. Those people are who's going to buy it when you sell it for more than you bought it for.
Yeah.
Like, you're all against each other. So they try this community crap so the person at the top can just dump on them. The truth is about crypto is it's player versus player. If I buy a coin for $1, the only reason I can sell it for $10 is because someone else buys it for 10.
Yeah.
It can't go up forever. The guy who buys it at 10 is going to lose eventually. So if I launch a crypto coin, I have to understand that a percentage of the people who buy it, a percentage of my fans are going to lose money in my name. I don't like the idea of people losing money in my name. Now, I'm not saying I would never launch a coin. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that this is my reservation on the whole thing, because I know if somebody joins my university and works hard, even if they only make $300 a month, for example, it only costs them $50 a month. So they make more money than they invest. Nobody can lose by associating with my brand. Yeah. This is why my brand's so powerful. Everybody who is a Tate fan and truly listens to my words is in better physical shape, better financial shape, better mental health they've ever been in their lives. Yeah. Becoming a Tate fan is a life hack to improving your life. You cannot possibly lose by listening to me in any regard. Yeah. Whereas with a crypto coin, some people will lose money. And I can't sleep at night knowing that my fans lose money. I don't want that. I'm not a scammer. I'm not one of these. I'm not Logan Paul. I don't sell crypto pump and dumps. I'm not a piece of shit. I want everybody who's associated with me to win and only win. So for that reason, I would be extremely hesitant about launching a crypto coin. And the day I do it, if I decide to do it, there's going to be a lot of checks and balances and absolute transparency to make sure that nobody loses money.
Maybe a stable coin.
Perhaps. We have NFTs now. So at topg.com, we have an experiment in which you can get a free NFT with a piece of merch, and we do limited runs of merch. We do like 100 t-shirts and they sell out with really quickly. And if you buy the t-shirt, you get a free NFT, and the NFTs are completely free and they've already got a floor price and they're already starting to be traded for a lot of money. So people are getting free NFTs in my name with merchandise. We're doing that. And I'll do that because the NFT is free. So nobody can ever say they lost because you got it free. Yeah. You got it free and you sold it for $500. You win, right?
Yeah.
So we're doing that with the merchandise. The coin I'm thinking about, but all in all, my biggest intention is to expand the university and by extension expand the war room on the top of that, which is my private network. And those two things are things that nobody can possibly ever lose from.
Do you invest money?
Yes. A large diversified portfolio.
A lot of people know you for being rich.
Yeah.
You know, what color is your Bugatti? Yeah. You have a Bugatti, which I'm very sad you didn't come in next time.
Sorry, bro.
How many cars do you have?
33 as of today, I believe.
33 cars?
Yes.
Okay. How many Ferraris?
I had an 812, which is it's the best Ferrari, hands down. I had a 458, And then I've just bought an 812 competition. So that's 3.
3 Ferraris.
Yes.
How many Lamborghinis?
Lamborghini Huracan Evo, 1.
Where's the other 30? Like how?
All right, okay, so I have an Aston Martin DBS and an Aston Martin Vanquish S. I've got an M5 competition. I've got a Brabus S63. I've got 3 McLaren 765 LTs. Yeah. I've got 3 of them. These are on order. They haven't been delivered yet. I've got an Aston Martin Valhalla on the way. I've got Koenigsegg Jesko on the way.
Ooh.
I've got a Rimac Navara on the way. I've got an MC20 on the way. I've got 2 GT4 RSs. I've got a GT3 RS on the way, a new one. I've got...
Are you going to buy another Bugatti?
But the Pure Sport's the only good one. I don't like the others.
Devo? No?
It's the same engine, same gearbox.
Okay, so
I could, maybe.
So your favorite car is obviously the Bugatti.
No,
like in your top
likes
car, right?
I like it, but it's yeah.
So, but like, let's say, so obviously you love the supercar, but if there's like a regular car, like would it be like that's opposite to the supercar that you like your regular?
Toyota.
You know?
No, yeah. I'm either driving a supercar or I like to be driven. I'd rather be on my
Actually,
phone.
you said one thing one time. You compared women to cars or men to cars, I think. And it was like, when you're driving a supercar, it's unreliable but great.
Yeah.
But if you drive a Toyota or a Nissan, whatever, they're reliable.
Yeah.
So what's your take on that?
It was just giving an example, and I was trying to explain that in the world we live in, as beautiful and diverse as it is, there is no such thing as a benefit without obviously an equal and opposite force, which is going to be a downside. So the benefit of a supercar is that it's a very high performance and it's very good looking and it comes with a lot of status. But the downside is, of course, the cost and the reliability.
Yeah.
And it's less functional overall than a less beautiful car. And the point I was trying to make is that if you want a very high status, flashy man, he's going to come with some downsides. There's going to be some detriment to that.
Yeah.
Same with a beautiful woman, right? If you get a beautiful woman, beautiful women have bad tempers because they get to, because they're beautiful and everyone puts up with them. So it's just how it goes, right? So if you want to have a really beautiful car, if you have a McLaren, it's going to break down sometimes. If you don't want your car to ever break down, then you have to sacrifice the speed and the looks and go for a Toyota and you get something more reliable.
Okay, last thing, because obviously I want to move on from the money side of things. How many houses do you own or property?
A bunch.
Plus over 10?
Over 10.
Under 50?
Under 50, yeah.
Okay. What's the most expensive house you bought? Do you know?
13, 14.
Million? All right. So you moved to Dubai.
Yeah.
I heard you are about to make a very big property purchase.
Really?
And this is obviously, I don't know if I'm allowed, guys. Like, I know Andrew, I know his friends kind of thing.
Yeah.
I heard, let's say it could be a ridiculous property. Are you maybe?
I'm interested. I'm looking. We'll
All right.
see how it goes.
So obviously you became Muslim. You used to be an atheist.
Yeah.
How did that whole change happen?
Well, first from atheism, the first thing you have to do is accept that God is real. So I got there by seeing and being exposed to all the evil and degeneracy in the world. There's an equal and opposite force, Newton's third law.
Yeah.
For everything, there's an equal and opposite reaction. The equal and opposite reaction to pure satany and debauchery and disgusting degeneracy has to be God, which proves that God must exist. I guess I naturally reverted to Christianity because I was raised as a Christian when I was a child and I was living in a Christian country, but I always had a very healthy respect for Islam. Even for many years, I was talking about how much I respect Islam. And then over time, you understand that for you to truly worship and believe in a religion, you have to respect the religion. And I had more respect for Islam than I ever had for Christianity. And that's where you ended up becoming a Muslim. Now, I'm certainly not an Islamic scholar by any regard. I don't want to be, since I've reverted, a lot of people ask me very detailed questions. I'm on a journey like everybody else. I'm new to this, like everybody else. I'm not here to quote the Quran. I don't understand a lot of it yet. I'm just studying like everybody else is. But I have a very healthy respect for the belief system, and that's why I understood it's the place for me to be.
But how did you learn? Like, did someone teach you? Did you have Islamic friends? Or, I'm curious.
Yes, I've always had Islamic friends. So I grew up in the Islamic Republic of Great Britistan. So I understand that.
What?
Yeah. You've never heard of it?
No, I've not. The Great Republic of...
The Islamic Republic of Great Britistan.
Britistan.
Yeah.
Never heard of that one.
Londonistan is its capital.
Yeah.
So I grew up in an Islamic country, effectively. Everybody I knew was Muslim, and England is an Islamic country now de facto. It's completely Islamic. So I grew up with a bunch of very close Muslim friends, and I've always been not envious, but certainly I've had a large amount of adoration for their respect for their families, respect for their culture, their brotherhood, the way they operate. I've always thought it's a fantastic way to be.
Yeah.
And it's been a very long, ongoing conversation. I've been exposed to the religion and people who were Muslim for a very long time, my entire life.
Now, since you become a Muslim, have you stopped drinking alcohol?
Yes. I might drink a little bit now and again. But I don't think I'll ever drink again.
A lot of people nowadays, and this is something that kind of saddens me, but it's one of those things you can't just say, here's the wrong. But I feel like a lot of people nowadays are becoming Muslim for publicity.
Who would you say a lot of people?
And I've just like it's one of those things where you get a feeling, and not, in your case, not really, because like whatever people saw it, but not really. But like you see a lot of people, like the first thing they do, like the second they're trying to convert is like a whole like vlog process and like videos. And the thing I hate about it is because let's say when you became Muslim, you were talking good about Islam previously.
Yes.
And I see people that do it in like a very comedic way, and they still don't respect it after they become Muslim.
Yeah.
So
I know, and that's terrible. I don't know I can't think of anybody who's specifically done that. But if that's happening, then yeah, it's absolutely disrespectful. But God knows the truth of our hearts, right?
Yeah.
So I know that my reversion is sincere. I understand that because I'm in the public eye, there's going to be some degree of people who question it, but I know that mine's completely sincere. And the people who do it in a non-sincere way, God knows the truth, and they're not going to be able to fool him. So good luck.
But I personally, I support it.
No, definitely.
Showing it, you know why? Because already the internet is so polluted with so
I
much
like
shit.
it. It's the way you show it as well. It was a good way.
I'd rather see that
No,
than
definitely it was a good
something
way.
else like the.
Well, what's actually funny is that it was me and a really good friend of mine, Tam Khan, and we were in the mosque, and he was teaching me how to pray because I didn't know exactly how to do it. He was teaching me, and the video was recorded. Like, we didn't ask for it to be recorded. We didn't think, oh, this is a good way to do publicity. And anything you ever see of me in a mosque, you will never catch me or my friends with a camera. We're not recording anything. We're just going. And then obviously this is what happens. People put me on TikTok. There's thousands of people there. And
But if you think about it, this is how the kids are